Hi guys, how's it? Welcome back to my Afrikaans speaking followers. Welcome back to another pregame video. I am your host, Daryl Keith Hendon, aka the Fair Weather Rugby fan with the 3 X's. Obviously, that's why you're here. Once again, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate the new subscribers, you guys coming over from Rugby Mall. That dude, we've been talking on WhatsApp. It's been keen every time. We are both jazzed up and excited about this weekend because the Boks are back in action. This weekend, we will be facing Wales. So obviously I'm here to do the pregame video as I always do with the lineups, the weather, the stories, and my opinions. And you guys can leave your opinions in the comment section. I always enjoy the banter. It's always great. I'm always learning stuff, and I'm always just happy, man. So let's go ahead and talk about the recent history. Both of these teams are recent histories. It's been a while since their trip to South Africa. Things have changed a bit for both teams. In the last 10 games, Wales is 3-7. They didn't even have the same coach the last time they came to South Africa. They now are back with Warren Gatland. We are 7-3 in the last 10 games. As far as our record at Millennium, aka Principality, I'm always going to call it Millennium Stadium. We're 8-2 in the last 10 tests there, going all the way back to the year 1999. That's a long time ago now. It's 24 years. Oh man, I still remember 99 fairly well. We are 5-5 against Wales going back in the last 10 tests, and this goes all the way back to the quarterfinal of the 2015 Rugby World Cup. The biggest win was last July in that tour where we beat them in Game 3, 30-14. And our biggest loss has been 27-13, and that was back in the 2016 end-of-year test. I believe that was in November of that year. So good long history between these two sides. The weather is looking like a good one. 18, partly cloudy, 20% chance of rain. That would be 64 for you guys here in North America who use Fahrenheit. It is a 9:15 a.m. Central Standard Time kickoff. I will not be going live this weekend for this game because we are going Saturday morning to bring in the newest member of our family. Hopefully you will guys get to meet her very soon. We're very excited about that. No, we're not talking about a child. We have adopted a dog, and we're going to go pick her up on Saturday morning. So I'm very, very excited about that to kind of make it feel like even more like home here, having a pet. So we will go ahead and take a look at this Welsh lineup before we break out that Springbok lineup that we all love. So we're going to go, the front row will consist of Corey Domachowski, Elliot D, and Kieran Ezerati. Ben Carter and Will Rowlands will be the locks for this game. Dan Lydiot and Jack Morgan will be captaining the side at flanker, and Aaron Wainwright will be anchoring it all down at number 8. Kieran Hardy and the ever-known Dan Bigger at fly half will be the 9 and 10 guys. Rio Dyer and Alex Cuthbert, we all know Alex Cuthbert very, very well, will be the wings, with Johnny Williams and Mason Grady right there at the center positions, and Liam Williams, another name we're very familiar with, holding it all down at fullback. Faletau, man. I'm so weird that he's not on this. He did not make the squad. The front row replacements will be Sam Perry, Nicky Smith, and Henry Thomas, with Teddy Williams the lock replacement. Tane Basham will be the loose forward replacement. They are a 5-3 split off the bench. Thomas Williams will be the scrum half replacement, with Max Llewellyn, the center replacement, and Kai Evans, who can play a little bit of everything. So that is your 23-man squad for Wales. Now we go over to the real lineup here, and what an announcement of a squad this was. Obviously, we'll get to it here in a moment. Front row will consist of Steven Kitsoff and Franz Malherba at prop, and holding it all down, the best hooker in the entire world, in my opinion, Malcolm Marks. God, that guy is so money. Lineouts, everything. He's with it. He's the best. Jean Klein will get another start, and he will be matching up with his URC partner. Yes, the Viking will get the start, RG Stammen. I am absolutely excited about seeing these two guys because they did really well in URC together, and I'm hoping that success continues on the weekend. In his return, our captain, Sio Khaleesi will be making his return captaining the side. At flanker, his opposite will be the ever great Peter Steph Toy, and holding it all down, hopefully Sia can keep his emotions in check. Jasper Visa at number 8. Jaden Hendrickson gets his first start on the year, and he will be matched up with, of course, Manny Libok, a guy who has been source of much speculation in recent weeks with the injury of Andre Pollard. Will we get Pollard back? Will we not? We don't know. Cheslin Colby moves from 14 to 11 at left wing. His opposite will be the young stalwart that we all got a good look at against Argentina with a couple of really keen tackles there as well, and that would be Cannon Moody. These centers will be Damian Dialende and Jesse Krill getting the start, and of course, anchoring it all, the try-assist magician himself, Willie LaRue, the veteran leadership there at 15. The front row replacements this week will consist of Bongi Manumbi, the captain for the first half last week, Oxen Shea and Vincent Koch. No worries there with any of those guys. Franco Muster can be the utility guy. He can play lock. He's tall enough, or he can play flanker if needed. Marco van Staden, another guy that's been really impressing a lot of us lately. And the man himself, Dwayne Vermeulen, will be the number 8 replacement, 6-2 split, as always, for the Boks. Grant Williams, back after injury, after that unfortunate head contact by Argentina a few weeks back. And every man, Damian Valemza, will be in the 23 jersey. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Wells, on paper, Wells doesn't stand a chance. This isn't even going to be close. There's no way. But the reality is this is the Springboks. We do occasionally, we do screw the pooch occasionally and not really, we should have dominated in both games against Argentina. That first game, we did not. We should have dominated those guys from the whistle, and we did not. Will we dominate this weekend? I'm really hoping with the return, I'm hoping that they didn't bring Sia back early. I'm hoping that he's 100%, and I think at the kind of man he is, I think he would tell us if he wasn't. So with that being said, hopefully we don't play him too long. Marco van Staden, perfect replacement. Franco can cover him for him as well. Don't run Sia into the ground, because I know how he's going to be. He's going to come out there firing. He's going to come out on fire. That man lives for this jersey. That man lives to line up for the national anthem and to lead his brothers out on the field. And that's what you need from a captain, but I also need him to be smart about it. Don't overdo yourself, Sia. We've got one more game after this to get prepared for this title defense, and we need you to be healthy. That's all I'm saying. Sia, if you see this, please, man, don't go too hard. Just establish yourself and just let lean back a little bit, because I don't think our forwards are going to have any issues with them whatsoever. It's really weird not having Alan Wynne Jones. That's another name. I know he's done, but like for 20 years you've been hearing his name, and now you don't. And, there's a lot of guys that retire without getting a World Cup. And some of those guys, I think rightfully, they don't deserve one. Alan Wynne Jones is one of those guys I kind of wish had gotten to at least win one. Just because he was just such a solid guy, great lock, great leader, all that kind of stuff. So he is definitely going to be missed big time. And you can tell by their record. He is definitely missed. But I don't think this poses any actual real trouble for our boys. I predict a pretty easy victory. I'm going to keep it modest. I'm going to say 32-17. I would like for us to score 40 if we can. But I really, really want to use this as an opportunity to check on a few things. Obviously, make sure Sia's good to play again, and also really give a chance for Moody to try to get under the high ball. We do know the Welsh style is to kick a lot, and I want to make sure that Moody is comfortable, because I personally believe that you can play Moody at center if you had to, or you could play him at fullback if you had to. And as much as I love Willie at fullback, he is getting up there in years. We do need somebody. And I mean, Damian Valemza does just fine at fullback as well, but Damian can play some of the other positions as well. And I'd like to have another guy that's like a utility guy that's not just okay at every position, but it's really good. Like, you got guys that can play 10 and 15. Like, I would be okay with Manny Libok playing 15 if I had to. But Damian Valemza, he can play wing, he can play fullback, he can play center, he can play fly half. I'd like to see us develop that with Cannon Moody. Now, not to forget about the awesomeness in Kurtley Arenza, but I'd like to see Kurtley Arenza just be a specialist on wing. It's just my personal opinion. So like I said, I predict a fairly easy victory for the Springboks. I just don't see anything on Wales that spells, oh no, that's trouble. Just don't see it. Den Bigger is good, but you need a lot more than that to win. And that's just the fact of the matter. He's not what he was. He's not where he used to be. He's not what he was. So no disrespect. It's just, this is a team that's definitely going through a rebuild, and we're a team that's trying to get solid before a World Cup. I think Wales struggles to even make it out of their pool, to be completely honest with you. It's had a discussion. We had the draft party for the Major League Rugby tonight, and I think Wales is going to struggle. I think Australia is going to struggle. I think England's going to struggle. It's just my personal opinion. But we'll get to that in another video. Hopefully we get a good win. I'm going to get home probably about an hour after kickoff. I'll turn on the game. As soon as I get done watching the game, I'll do my post game like I always do. Once again, thank you guys for the continued support to this channel. If you're interested, if you like, share it around to your friends, man. I'm just trying to build something here as I go forward. I just want to be, like I said, personal moment. If you guys are like, what's the end game for all of this? We do have the Rugby World Cup coming here in 2031, and I would love Super Sport. Any of you guys, if you're watching, I would love to be I would love to be on your ground American correspondent for that World Cup. Just plain and simple. I know I don't have the typical look of a reporter, but I definitely know the game. I know the players and all this kind of thing, and I would love to be, and even if I'm just still doing this, man, I'd love to be you guys' coverage on the ground for Rugby World Cup 2031. So you could say, hey, we know an American guy that's going to be like doing what, kind of giving you guys the perspective of the game from an American's perspective. Obviously, you guys know a lot of my ties overseas, but I live in America. I'm a U.S. citizen. This is home. And I really, I just enjoy talking about this game that I think so many people need to discover in this country, and they have yet to discover. And it's something I just enjoy being passionate about, and especially with my Safa followers, you guys, it's cool. I can't wait to get over a lot of you guys. I can't wait to meet you guys. I'm going to be hopefully coming over next year after my wedding. I would love to take my then wife, my now fiance, I would love to take her to South Africa with me and show her what a beautiful country it is, despite all the cack. Yes, there's a lot of it there. I hear about it all the time. I know all about it, but it's such a beautiful country, and the culture and the people and the food and everything. It's just amazing. And I just want to show her all of that. Not just rugby, but you guys get what I'm saying. But that's kind of the end game here. And like I said, I do appreciate every one of you guys' support. Share it around. Hey, man, you want to hear a different perspective? Maybe it's the same opinions that you get from guys like Nick Mallett and those kind of things. But it's like, he doesn't sound like that guy. He doesn't roll his R's and pronounce his T's. And we call it traffic lights. We don't call it robot. There's certain things that I, obviously don't say Americanized, like I get in queue, I don't get in line. But with that being said, guys, once again, like I said, thank you guys, all the support. I can't wait to talk to you guys after the game on Saturday, and hopefully a respectable Springbok victory. Cheers, guys.